What is going on, everybody? Welcome back, Dudes Who Bet Daily, June 16, 2023. And yesterday was one of those days where I did not like the board. Today, Aaron, it is the exact opposite. I bet 9 baseball games today. How freaking wild is that?
It's awesome. It's not wild. It's awesome.
Aaron's got quite a few plays as well. He was rattling off. And we've got our CFL expert, Magic, in the house. Magic, how's it going?
You say that I did not hit it last night. I was so mad about that. I had the under 23.5. They had 23 points, and they kicked a field goal to score 26. I was like, you bastards! They had the game won. Why do you got to pour it on? What is this, Little League? No, we take it easy.
Did they get 3 points off punts into the end zone, too, or was it?
No, that's 1 point.
That's only one? Okay, I didn't know if they
and Ottawa did score one of those during the game, yes.
CFL, folks. Scoring points for punts. I love it. Wanted to let everyone know. I got a text about this morning. Shoddy and Michael Olson putting a group pick 6 in here for Sunday here. So they're looking for people there as well. So got a little group ticket action Sunday, mandatory payout at closing day at Santa Anita and Magic. I think we might be talking about that sequence today.
Yep. We'll be talking about it's a mandatory payout, like you said. We'll be covering that on Magic Mike show today we're doing it at 1 Pacific, right? We switched it up for you?
Yes, 1 Pacific.
Yep. So yeah, tune in for that and we'll be ready. Yeah. Well, we're gonna fly through 6 races in an hour. We can do it. I have faith.
Let's go, baby. Davey, I'm sorry. Glad you cashed there. Outlaw Kid yesterday. Nice little 4-1 score in the race of the day. That worked out well. He looked awesome. I think that's gonna be I think Outlaw Kid might actually be pretty good moving forward based on how good that race was. He blew the doors off that field.
Yep. That was a good one.
All right,
Aaron's got nothing.
Nothing. He's like, the damn 2 didn't run. All right, let's jump into it.
I used the 8.
Let's jump into it here. We got the Yankees taking on the Red Sox. Red Sox minus 120. Total sitting at 9.5 for what is considered one of the better rivalries in baseball, I would say. Aaron, we'll kick it off with you. Where'd you go here?
Fade the Red Sox. I'll keep that formula. It's been very good to me this year. I'll fade them in this spot here. Listen, I don't think they should be the favorite. In what world should the Red Sox be the favorite? Look, when these two teams play, obviously anything can happen. You throw out the records, all the cliches you say with rivalries, but you just look at it and you go, well, the Yankees are a better team. They've got a better lineup. They've got a better pitcher. Why are they plus 100? So I'll take the Yankees. I just think, they should go in there and win this game tonight. It's just that simple. So I'm all over the Yankees in this spot.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I actually went to my best bet for this game here. I'm going to go with first 5 Yankees plus 105. You're still able to get a plus money on that. I was surprised it didn't move more considering how the game had moved. And to me, it's really all about Domingo Germán here, the pitcher for the Yankees. I also love to fade Tanner Roark as well, who's pitching for the Red Sox, but Germán, whatever it is. Anyway, he had a rough start to the year. At a 5.54 ERA back in April. May, he posted a 2.54 ERA. June, it's down to 1.42. So this is someone whose numbers were largely based off those first starts with what costing the ERA and the whip to go up. He's been phenomenal for almost over a month here, so I think you're getting a huge edge there on the pitching side. I'm going to go first 5 because I don't want to deal with the bullpens here. I think the Yankees can get out to an early lead. Hopefully we're able to just close this puppy up and get the plus 105 home here for the Yankees. Magic, what do you got here?
I like Yankees plus money as well for the game. I like your first 5. I kind of like the under as well. The under is actually 4-0 in the last 4 games between these two teams, and it's 4-1 in the last 5 games at Boston. Yankees 7-2 in their last 9 against Boston as well. So I like the plus money that you get in there. I think 9.5 might be a little bit too much for what this game is going to be. So I would take the under as well.
Yeah, the Yankees offense without Aaron Judge, not the same. So I'm tentative to go over in their games right now when you've got no Judge in the lineup, just because it feels like he's still kind of priced in there in a way. All right, let's jump over to Aaron's favorite team, the St. Louis Cardinals, headed in to take on the New York Mets, currently sitting at even there. The total sitting at 9. You've got McIllis against, I can't remember, against McGill for the Mets. Neither pitcher phenomenal, Magic. Are you going to go to the over?
You're talking to me? Sorry, my kid's screaming in the background. I thought you were talking to Aaron about this one. Did not have a strong opinion on this one here. I know the Mets have been struggling. Might go with the Cardinals if it's even money, but yeah, not a strong opinion on this game.
Aaron, I took the Cardinals. I laid, I think it was minus 106 when I got it, somewhere right around there. And then it's like Miles Mikolas, again, this is another pitcher who he pitched really well last month. He had a little trouble against the Reds last time out, but who doesn't have trouble against the Reds, right? And this Mets lineup doesn't hit very well. So I took the Cardinals here at minus 106 when I got it. What do you like here?
Poor Magic. You feel for him. Some days he shows up and you could tell he's just having a rough day with the child. And I think today's one of those days. I took the Mets, and I took them because the Cardinals are the worst team I've watched it all year long. They're just so bad. Now, I will say, Somich, if you're going to bet on a pitcher, this is the one for the Cardinals. Mikolas has been sort of their ace at times, is how I would kind of describe it. But look, these Cardinals, they're rough. They're really, really rough right now. They find ways to lose games. I don't see how going on the road's really going to help them. I'd want a little bit better price on them. That's where it came down for me. If I'm going to bet the Cardinals right now, they damn sure better be plus money. And that's the big key for me. So I took the Mets. This is a light one for me. Not quite as, heavy on the Mets as some of the other ones today, but I did take the Mets to win this one.
Well, you're going to regret that when you see McGill pitch today because he is not very good. All right, Magic, I won't throw it back to you here because I don't know what's going on down there. But did you have any thoughts on this game or no?
We already talked about it.
All right. Let's just move along. All right, we're going to the Rays taking on the Padres here. McClanahan as a slight dog. Anyone else surprised McClanahan was a little bit of a dog today?
I don't know what's going on with this one. This one's weird to me. Darvish going for the Padres, but McClanahan, my goodness, he's a stud. I don't know. That's a very odd one. This was just a kind of a no-brainer. Go to the Rays for me. That's an odd line.
Yeah, I played the Rays as well, and the tickets written is 76 to the Rays, 24 to the Padres, which generally is not something I want to have, but the money is 79 to the Rays and 21 to the Padres. So it seems like both the pros and Joes have aligned on this one and said, hey, the Rays should not be this price. It's minus 110 both ways now, so we have seen the price move down a little bit. Magic, what do you like here?
I mean, I like to try and beat the Padres again. The Cleveland Guardians tried so many different ways to lose that game last night, and luckily they didn't. That was my best bet, was the Guardians winning that as an upset. If they couldn't hold on against the Guardians in the way that game went, how the flying F are you going to hold on against the Rays and Shane McClanahan? No. I think absolutely you bet the Rays on this one. Maybe people are looking at you, Darvish. The fact that they were, I mentioned it yesterday, he was supposed to start against the Guardians, but they held him out because they wanted him to face Tampa. But I don't think he's, this isn't Nolan Ryan at his peak that's going to come in and single-handedly stop the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah, this was one of those where, I think we talked about it quite a bit, where baseball is a volume game. This is one of those, if you're betting 1% of your bankroll, you can play 9 games, and this is one that probably should be there, right? It's just one of those situations where, if you're getting plus 100, if you're getting minus 105, even minus 110, this should just be on the card. And if it loses, it loses. That's fine. You've got 9 other games. The goal is to go 5-4, right? And did have plus money sprinkled in there. So this is one of those where I saw this is an auto bet to me. You just take it and you see what happens, and you mix it in with the other portfolio of games there and see where you end up. But I agree. I'm on the Rays as well. I think that they're a pretty solid play today. All right, let's head over to the race of the day. We're going to go to Belmont Park, race number 9. It's actually a pretty interesting car. We got a lot of horses coming back. You've got Kanzi coming back today. Derry Nay's coming back today. You got a nice Ward Sprinter, but the race 6 scratched out too much. So we're heading to race 9, where it's the return of Guns and Graces for Chad Brown here. The 3-horse, most likely going to be a pretty short price in this spot. Sunset Louise is the 7, who's going to be your second choice in the morning line for Bruce Levine and Jose Ortiz. Aaron, I'll kick it over to you first. As is tradition, who you got?
Well, I thought the scratch of the 8 was a big scratch. I thought Bustin' Bay would look pretty good in here. So when that horse scratched, it kind of opened up the pace situation. To me, a little bit changed as well. I think the 7 and the 10 kind of control this race on the front end now. And I think it's interesting. The 7 is a horse with Sunset Louise. It's coming second off the layoff, and certainly going to try to move back up in class here soon, where the 10 and the 3 are class droppers. Go all the way around it. I know Magic hates Guns and Graces, but I think the class drop is significant enough here. I think she gets it done. So I'm going to go the 3, and I'm going to go 3 over the 7-10 in this spot. I think the 3 is the horse to beat.
Yeah, we saw this one pretty similarly. The class drop, I think, is too much here, and the fact the 7 and the 10 are both in the race and probably put pace pressure on each other really sets it up well for the 3 to be able to come from just off it. The horse that I wouldn't completely sleep on, I'm just going to throw out there, the 9-horse suspended campaign, 8-1. If they are cooking up front, I think the 9 has the ability to try and reel them in late, and that's going to be your other threat for the 3 Guns and Graces here. But I had a 3, 7, 10 as well. Magic, what do you got here?
I went with a 7, Sunset Louise. I know it was a slower pace last time that she won, but it was a gate-to-wire win, and I think she's going to be on the front end here. And it was in the mud, and if we're going to be playing in the mud at all at Belmont today, I like her. She's shown that, the mile was absolutely something she can handle. We're going a 1-turn, mile and a 16th. If it was 2 turns, I'd be a little more nervous about her. If there was more pace pressure, I'd be a little more nervous, but especially if she gets out to the early lead, like she did last time with Jose Ortiz, I think she stands a very strong chance here.
I got a question for you, Aaron.
Okay.
Been watching Belmont, obviously. You do as well. We watch that track every single day. Did you feel like you could not go gate to wire yesterday?
Yes.
That was one of the weirder biases I'd seen at Belmont, but it seemed like you want to be down the middle on the dirt and the turf. It was impossible to go gate to wire, it felt like.
That was a weird day yesterday at Belmont, is how I would describe it. Horses got bet that were interesting and they were winning, and I thought that was strange. And then horses didn't get bet that I thought, boy, they were going to be really tough here, and they wouldn't run a step. It was it's been a Belmont meet that I thought was pretty, it's never easy, but it's like, yeah, you kind of got a pretty good idea of how this thing's going to go one way or the other. Yesterday was just strange. So I don't know. I don't really know. Hey, that's just a one-off. Maybe those just horses weren't very good yesterday, and we'll see more of kind of what we've been seeing. But it's something to keep an eye on. Today will be very interesting at Belmont.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching the first half of that card closely to see if anyone can go gate to wire, because that obviously makes a big difference if you're looking at the latter half. And there were horses who I thought were really logical gate to wire horses yesterday.
Yes. Who
absolutely packed it up at the 8th pole.
Didn't come close. No. I think you said it. Just went right down the hill. Yeah, and then Doc lost a big pick 5 in the 5th race on a horse that got bet hard, and we're like, I don't really like that horse. Then the horse won. Yeah. So it was a weird day yesterday for sure.
And then that one just runs off the screen, the 3-year-old filly who it's usually a fade type horse for me, and it's just that was the one that does it. It was a very interesting day at Belmont. We'll see what happens today. Another good card there. A lot of very good horses returning to the track today, so we'll take a peek at that late pick 5 there at Belmont. I think it's awfully interesting there. All right, let's rip through the best bets before we take off. I already talked about mine. I'm going to take the Yankees first 5 innings. First 5 innings plus 105 there, so all they have to do is win the first 5. If they're tied after 5, just get our money back. Magic, let's go to yours.
Yeah, Cubs first 5 minus a half run. I think they can definitely have the lead on the Orioles here. The Orioles are going to be throwing out a lefty named Cole Irvin. Had a really good start last time out. It was against the Kansas City Royals. I would hope that pretty much any pitcher is going to have a good start against the Royals right now. Before that, his previous 3 games, 12 and 2/3 innings, gave up 15 earned runs, so he's not doing too well. Last year, you can look at his stat line overall. He had a 3.98 ERA in 30 starts, but when he left the Oakland Coliseum, where he was playing at home, when he was on the road, he had a 5.26 ERA. All that to say, this guy is not going to be a very solid pitcher for them. The Orioles are going to be missing Cedric Mullins and Ryan Mountcastle still. Those are their 2 top RBI hitters and their top home run hitters, so you're taking away a lot of potential runs there. And on the other side, the Cubs are getting hot. They swept the Pirates in 3 games. They scored 28 runs when they were struggling to get a lot of runs scored earlier this year. They're on a 5-6 heater, and I like Kyle Hendricks as a starter. He's not going to be a world beater, but last game he had 8 scoreless innings with 1 hit, 1 walk against the Giants. San Francisco has the 14th ranked offense in Major League Baseball. The Orioles are 13th ranked, and like I said, they're missing a couple of their top scorers. The bullpen for the Cubs is pretty iffy, 4.94 ERA since May. That's why I went with the first 5. But if you do like the Cubs in this game overall, I don't mind a parlay as well, where you do first 5 and they win the game.
Bellinger back is yesterday as well. Cody Bellinger returns to the Cubs lineup, and he had been Bellinger of old, like MVP Bellinger's level. Well, not quite to that level, but he's been the old Bellinger.
It was a nice double.
Not the current Bellinger. I think he was hitting like 300 with 7 homers before going on the DL. So nice to insert him back into the Cubs lineup. I'm on this first 5 as well. I agree with Magic for all the reasons why you don't play the full game, but you can play that first 5. Like the minus a half run, like the plus money. Aaron, let's talk about the best team in baseball.
Well, it's the Cincinnati Reds, at least as of right now. I mean, they are playing so well. Going into Houston tonight, and listen, I was kind of happy when I knew Andrew Abbott was going to pitch against a pretty good team. Why? Because we could get plus money on him. So Andrew Abbott has been fantastic. They brought him up on June 5th. He shut out the Milwaukee Brewers, giving up only 1 hit in 6 innings. Went over to St. Louis for his next start. Went 5 2/3 innings, gave up 5 hits, but still 0 runs given up for Abbott. He was great in that outing as well. So off to a great start. He's 2-0 with a 0.00 ERA. That's fantastic. Got a good lineup tonight, though. Got the Astros. That's going to be tough. But if he's got his stuff, I think he'll mow him down. So I'm going to go Andrew Abbott with the plus money in the Reds here. Houston starting JP France. He's not bad. He's been very good as well. Kind of a younger guy as well. Look, for me, it's a hey. The Reds are plus money, and they've got Abbott on the mound. I'm not going to back the Reds at a plus money price if they throw out a guy like Williamson, a guy like Weaver in this series. That's when the bubble's going to burst. But with Abbott on the mound and almost 1 plus 150, give me the Reds tonight. I think they get it done.
I like it. I played Reds first half plus 130 with the simple logic that I want the Abbott innings. I don't want the bullpen innings, but I don't mind trying to take down the Reds full game here. Also, kind of like the under 4.5 first 5, because you mentioned Houston's pitcher's good. He's not bad. And so I would lean that direction. And we talked about the Astros injuries yesterday. I'm sorry. Their top hitter went out for 4 to 5 weeks. So that also softens up that lineup there. So hopefully the Reds can keep this train right on rolling to a Central Division title. It's a fun day to bet. Is there anything else that you want to talk about, Aaron, that you played today?
Oh, man, it is a really fun day to bet. Let's see. We covered the Rays. We covered the Reds, Yankees, Mets. We covered a lot of this. Oh,
let's talk Phillies A's.
I'm betting the A's tonight.
What?
The A's are plus 130. They've been playing extremely well. They've got the pitching matchup. You got a Phillies team that they were just in Arizona, and now they got to go up to Oakland. I bet the Oakland Athletics tonight.
And Magic, your boy JP Sears on the mound.
Yeah, I like JP Sears pitching for him. I'd like it even better if somebody would just rescue him from Oakland, please. Anybody with a chance, with a good team.
How about he goes to the Reds, Magic? How happy would that make you?
I think that would make all of us pretty damn happy.
It made me extremely happy.
I took the under 4.5 in the first 5 there. Sears is to me, the Athletics offense isn't very good. Sears is a good pitcher from the Athletics perspective. I think that they stay under 4.5 there in the first 5. So that's how I attack that game. All right, let's jump through the best bets here before we sign off for the day. I'm going to go with the Yankees. First 5 plus 105. Aaron on the Reds plus 148. Magic taking the Cubs minus a half run plus 125. Papa Dude on Peanut Ghost tonight. Where's that horse running?
Peanut Ghost is a story that he told on the show yesterday. So he didn't. Papa Dude did not send in a bet, but he's on Peanut Ghost Patrol. We're setting up cameras in the house. We're going to find out what is happening with the peanuts.
Is there something stealing peanuts from their house?
Yes.
Interesting.
No, it happened twice a long time ago. He's never tested it again. So we have got the We're going to set up the cameras and we're going to try to catch the ghost. We're going to do another experiment. So it's going to be fun. We'll report back.
I like it. We could do Papa Dude's mythical parlay of the day. He would take the Twins, the Braves, and the Cubs today. 3-banger.
Well, I don't think he's ever done 3 before. So let's see. It'd be interesting. Yeah.
I figured Peanut Ghost was the horse, honestly. I thought this was like we're going to go to, like, I don't know, Prairie Meadows or something. It's like the
I'm horse. Searching Equibase trying to find which Peanut Ghost are we talking about.
Well, no, Peanut Ghost is definitely
There's never been a horse named Peanut Ghost. We need to change that.
Peanut Ghost Husker Butch's stablemate. He could be one day. We'll see.
Dustin Johnson currently on a roller coaster of emotions here. He quads number 2, birdies number 3, and then comes right back with a bogey at number 4. Pick it up, buddy. Do I believe in ghosts? I mean, I'm going to go with no, but that's mainly because of Scooby-Doo. They taught me that ghosts are always people in masks, so I'm going to go with no on that one. But, maybe. Who knows? just every time I've seen a ghost on TV, someone pulls a mask off it, and it's usually the gardener or the assistant, one of the two. All right,
And they would have gotten away
with.
with it. It wasn't for you darn kids.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, of course aliens are real. I work with magic. You never know. All right, let's go. Thank you very much for joining us today. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place, talking all about the sports and horse racing world. Don't forget to join the Magic Mike Show today, 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock Eastern, covering the mandatory payout pick 6 over at Santa Anita from Sunday's Father's Day closing day card. A lot of words there. We'll see you then, everybody. Good luck with all of your bets.